Somebody got go back to Exodus 20 and 8. Let's go back to Exodus chapter 20 and verse 8. Exodus chapter 20 and verse 8.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
Exodus 20 and 8 one more time.
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. Jump down to verse 9.
6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy works.
Come on.
But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
So 6 days you got to labor and do all your works, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord. So remember the Sabbath day to keep holy. Remember, holy is the laws, statutes, and commandments. The Sabbath is a commandment, and it came with laws within that commandment. Don't do this. Don't do that. Don't do this. We're told not to sell on the Sabbath. Give me that Nehemiah 10:31 again.
Nehemiah chapter 10 and verse 31. And if the people of the land bring ware of any victuals on the Sabbath day to sell, that we would not buy of them.
So we would not buy on the Lord's Sabbath. When we was keeping the commandments of the Most High God, if we cared about God, if we loved God as we claim, we would not be buying on the Lord's Sabbath. But for this reason, but for this cause, you can see blatantly how people don't give a damn about the commandments. They don't give a damn about God. You know what I'm saying? That's why, to hell with what that Bible say, I'm going to buy on the Sabbath. To hell with what that say. But guess what? For the buyer and the seller. Watch this. Give me Proverbs 13 and 11. Give me Proverbs 13 and 11. And you give me Proverbs 11 and 5.
Proverbs chapter 13, verse 11. Wealth gotten by vanity shall be diminished.
Read louder. Dean again loud. Read loud.
Wealth gotten by vanity shall be diminished.
Wealth getting by what?
Vanity shall be diminished.
Wealth getting by sin shall be diminished. Wealth getting by sin shall be diminished. That means if you getting money from wickedness, which we see blatantly selling on the Most High God's Sabbath, when you selling on the Lord's Sabbath and you get money, guess what? Wealth gotten by vanity shall do what?
Be diminished.
Shall be diminished. It means shall be no more. Everything I've ever bought with drug money, I no longer own it. That's what that's telling you. If you getting money on the Lord's Sabbath, it's going to diminish. Somebody might stick you up and rob you on your way home tonight. And if it do, but Shema Mashiach Hawashai, all praise to the Most High God. Read that again.
Wealth gotten by vanity shall be diminished, but he that gathereth by labor shall increase.
He that gathered by labor shall increase. But what is the stipulation? We on the Lord's Sabbath. It said no work on the Sabbath. No labor on the Sabbath. Right? Watch this. Give me this for the buyer and the seller.
Proverbs chapter 11, verse 5. The righteousness of the perfect shall direct his way, but the wicked shall fall by his own wickedness.
The wicked shall fall by his own wickedness. You saw what happened in Al-Turn stealing, right? Same thing, right? What? Incense, CDs, DVDs, all that stuff. What happened on them? What happened? It's put to death in the midst of all the works. In the midst of it. Why? Because the Most High said, don't sell on my Sabbath. Don't buy on my Sabbath. Keep the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High Sabbath. Then what we're going to do? Sit out here, break the law of the Most High God. Then when you get hungry, you're going to run across the street and give your money to the Chinese. And Lord's will, you get food poisoning. Why? Because the Most High don't play that by his Sabbath. He don't play that. So guess what? Brothers like, give me 2 Peter 3 and 7. I'm going to show you what these brothers are waiting for. These brothers is waiting for the destruction. That's it. Some of you brothers ain't nothing but walking charcoal. Walking charcoal. Good firewood. That's it. Good firewood. Some of y'all have got to be here to keep the fire burning. The fire go out if we ain't got good firewood. And some of these brothers, that's what they good for. Firewood. 2 Peter 3 and 7.
2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 7. But the heavens and the earth, which are now, by the same word are kept in store, reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men.
He said, guess what? They're what? Read that again. That's heavy.
But the heavens and the earth, which are now, by the same word are kept in store, reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men.
They are kept alive. Read it one. It's so much in there. I don't want to miss it. Read it again.
2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 7. But the heavens and the earth, which are now, by the same word that are kept in store, reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men.
Give me 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. All right, we're going to break this down. Read that slow one time. That's heavy.
2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 7. But the heavens and the earth, which are now, by the same word.
See, the heavens that in earth that are now, by the same word, come on,
are kept in store.
They are kept in store for what?
Reserved.
Reserved, meaning you on wait, you on hold, stand by. We are waiting. Come on.
Unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men.
Perdition means destruction. It said, this heaven and this earth and the ungodly men are put on hold. They on wait. They are reserved. Like when you ready to go, you ain't go to a fancy restaurant, you got to make a reservation. He said, I've reserved you for fire. Fire and brimstone. 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3.
2 Thessalonians chapter 2 verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means.
Let no man deceive you by any word, any means. Black movies. Don't let no man deceive you by any means. Why?
For that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition.
That man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. That's also talking about Esau, the so-called white man, but that's our people too. It's the wicked of our people too. The wicked of our people is deceiving you. The Sunday church pastor deceiving you. The brothers on the corner who getting you to bow on the Lord's Sabbath are deceiving you. You preserved unto fire. You're going to be dipped in fire. Some of y'all, I'm going to give it to you straight. You're going to be rolled in shit. You're going to be dipped in shit and rolled in breadcrumbs and cast into the lake of fire. That fire. Give me that Revelation 21 and 8. Revelation 21 and 8. Let's see what this fire consists of.
Revelation chapter 21 and verse 8. But the fearful and unbelieving and the abominable.
Hold on, the who?
The fearful and unbelieving.
The who?
Unbelieving.
The unbelieving. How do you know that you don't believe? Go to Sirach real quick. Give me Sirach and go to, is it 32:24, 24:32? About if you believe to eat the commandments, that's Sirach 32:24. Check Sirach 32:24. Read that top piece again.
But the fearful and unbelieving and the abominable.
The fearful and the unbelieving. The fearful and the unbelieving. How do we know that our people don't believe? Read
Sirach chapter 32 verse 24.
Come on.
He that believeth in the Lord taketh heed to the commandments.
He that believeth in the Lord will take heed to the commandments. So our people just saying, oh, I believe in God. That ain't good enough. If you believe, you won't keep the commandments.
And
come on.
And he that trusteth in him shall fare never the worst.
He that trusteth in God shall never fare the worst. That's why we ain't ready. We ain't scared of the bonfires that's coming. Bring it on. You're going to send me to the Father. That's it. Come on. We ain't afraid of your police is on the corner because police are not a terror to good works. We don't.
And murderers and whoremongers and sorcerers and idolaters and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire.
Hey, that's it.
And brimstone.
He said, and all liars. Remember, what is a liar again? Give me that Isaiah 30 and 9.
For the one that says, he that knows me but keepeth not my commandments. Oh.
That's a good one too. But I want this one.
Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 9. That this is a rebellious people, lying children. Children that will not hear the law of the Lord.
Those who will not hear the law of the Lord. The Bible has labeled them to be the lying children. Watch this. Give me. Remember I said terrorists is not we don't fear the worst because terrorists is not. The evildoers are not terror to them that do good works. Only time we have to worry about any type of destruction or judgment is if this happens. Give me Psalms 125 and 3.
Psalms chapter 125 verse 3.
Come on.
For the rod of the wicked shall not rest upon the lot of the righteous.
So the cops ain't going to shoot and kill us. Destruction ain't going to come upon us. Judgment shall not come upon us. Why? Read it again.
For the rod of the wicked shall not rest upon the lot of the righteous.
The rod is what you get spanking with, meaning discipline. Discipline shall not The rod of the wicked, the discipline of the wicked shall not come upon the righteous, unless what?
Lest the righteous put forth thy hands unto iniquity.
Unless the righteous put their hand into iniquity. Iniquity means sin. Unless we go into the midst of sin, then we get judged. That's when the wicked, the Most High say, you know what? You want to break my commandments? You don't care? My hands off. You're on your own. And then get what happened? Destruction.
Right.
And now people going to receive it. Why? Because they won't keep the laws of the Most High God. When we bring this thing out, what they do? They run. They flee. But these are the same people fill up your Sunday churches and say they love God. St. John 14 and 15. St. John chapter 14 and verse 15.
St. John chapter 14 verse 15.
Come on.
If ye love me.
Say what?
If you love me.
He said, if ye love me, if ye love me, if ye love me. It's more than my lip service saying I love God. God said, if ye love me. Stipulations. If you hungry, you eat, right? If you love me, come on.
Keep my commandments.
Keep the commandments. So you say you love God, but you don't keep no commandments. You don't love God. And why call me Lord if you... Give me Luke 6:46.
Luke chapter 6 and 46.
Come on.
Luke chapter 6 verse 46. And why call you me Lord,
He said,
Lord?
why call me Lord? That's what God said. Why call me Lord? Come on.
And do not the things which I say.
Why call the Most High God Lord? Why call God God and do not the things that He say? Don't call God. Do what you want to do. Do what you want to do, but don't play with it. Don't fake, because guess what? In the end of the day, you still going to get the same judgment. Destruction. Go back to 2 Peter 3 and 7 again. Go back to 2 Peter 3 and 7 again. Read that one more time.
And why call ye me Lord, Lord?
Why call God Lord? Why call Christ Lord?
And do not the things which I say.
And do not the things that He say. Meaning the commandments, the laws, the statutes, all that's recorded in the Bible. If you're not going to do it, why call God God? Why call Lord Lord? You might as well do what you want to do. Go have fun. Go have you a good time. And by good time, I mean sinful time. Because you're going to get the same destruction in the end if you will not hearken to the words of the Most High God. Read it. Yeah.
2 Peter chapter 3 verse 7.
Speak up.
But the heavens and the earth, which are now by the same word, are kept in store, reserved unto fire against the day of the judgment and perdition of ungodly men.
So, one more time, I can't hear you.
But the heavens and the earth, which are now by the same word, are kept in store, reserved unto fire against the day.
The world is reserved unto fire and brimstone, destruction. That's why you got Trump getting into all these lip service battles with all these other countries, and guess what? You're on the brink of destruction. It is on the way. You ain't got a long time. You better wake up and repent now. The time is at hand. Because this world is reserved unto fire for who?
Against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men.
Perdition of ungodly men. Meaning what? Destruction of ungodly men. Come on.
I know thy works.
So the Most High God said, I know your works.
That thou art neither cold nor hot.
You're not cold or hot, meaning you're not righteous. And some of you are not all the way wicked. You're trying to play both sides. He said, for that cause you are lukewarm. Come on.
I would thou wert cold or hot.
I prefer you to be either all the way wicked or be righteous. The Most High don't need you in between. He respects you more either way. I respect you more if you're just straight up wicked, and I respect you more if you go ahead and be righteous. But if you're going to try to play both sides, come on.
So then, because thou art lukewarm,
because you playing both sides,
and neither cold nor hot,
neither righteous or straight up wicked,
I will spew thee out of my mouth.
I will spew thee out of that mouth. You know what he's saying? Give me Matthew 7. Matthew chapter 7 and verse 15. Matthew chapter 7 and verse 15. When he call you lukewarm, this is what he's saying you are.
Matthew chapter 7 verse 15. Beware of false prophets.
He's saying you are a false prophet, and what else?
Which come to you in sheep clothing.
You are a false prophet in sheep's clothing.
But inwardly they are ravening wolves.
Inwardly you are a ravening wolf. You are not about the law, statutes, and commandments. You just put on a good persona, a good act, a good faith. If you love the Most High God, it's time to wake up and start keeping the commandments. Watch this. Go to Romans real quick. I think that's 13. Romans 13 and 11, somewhere around there. About what? About high time. Yeah. Give me that.
And that, knowing the time, that now is high time.
They say it is high time. Man, let me ask you a question. When it says high time, you know what that's saying? Think about it like this. If you got to be to work at 5 a.m. on a dot, and you wake up at 4:58, are you technically late yet? No, you're not late yet because you got to be on the clock at 5. But common sense tells you you're going to be late, right? So he said it is high time that it is high time, meaning you're not too late to repent yet, but you're about to run out of time. Read it again.
And knowing now it is high time.
So it's high time. Come on.
To wake out of the sleep.
We gotta wake out of the sleep. It's not talking about you literally being asleep. It's talking about being spiritually asleep, not keeping the law, statutes, or the commandments of the Most High God. Come on.
For now is our salvation nearer than we believe.
Why? Because the salvation is nearer than we believe. Our salvation is nearer than what we actually believe. Meaning, a lot of people sitting here thinking they got a whole lot of time to just do what they want to do and then they're going to repent again. God's saying, no, you don't even understand that the salvation, the time of me coming to get those who keep my commandments is nearer than what we actually believe. It is now. It is at hand. That's why he told us how the world was going to end. He gave us signs to watch for. We're sitting here and the prophets are here to tell you. We watching the things people feel. The seventh seal is already broken. It was only 7 seals before Christ comes back. The 7th seal is already broken. Any day that's got to crack open, and God will say, you know what? I want you didn't keep my commandments. You hated my laws. You're done away with. That's a fact. Watch this. I'm gonna show you something. You go to church? Not really? Okay, watch this. Now, that's one step. Our people gotta break up out of the Sunday church, because Sunday church is not teaching to keep the laws and the statutes of the Most High God. We gotta come back to the laws and the statutes of God, which is the commandments, those that are written. The Bible never said anything about go to Sunday church. It said keep the Sabbath holy. Keep the Sabbath, which is the 7th day. When you look at your calendar, the very first day on the week is Sunday. So then, how could Sunday be the 7th day? It's the first day. So now we count from Sunday over up. We see the last day is what? Saturday. The Sabbath day, right? So watch this. I'm going to show you something. Watch this. I'm going to show you something. I want to show you something. I don't want you to get upset. I just want to show you something. Watch this. Give me Isaiah 58:1. Give me Isaiah 58:1.
Isaiah chapter 58 and verse 1.
Come on.
Cry aloud.
So the Bible tells us to cry aloud. Come on.
Spare not.
Don't spare feelings. Give it to them as it is written. Come on.
Lift up thy voice like a trumpet.
That's why the passion comes out when you see us teaching sometimes. We get the passion starts to come out. He said, lift up thy voice like a trumpet. Come on.
And show my people their transgression.
When it says show transgression, it says show our people their sin. Show our people their sins. So watch this. Now, I'm going to show you something that the Sunday church, I'm quite sure they have never taught. Give me Deuteronomy 22 and 5.
Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 5.
Come on.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
So it says a woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, right? Come on.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
And neither shall a man put on a woman's garment. Well, what is a woman's garment? That would be what? A dress, skirt, makeup, bras, panties, high heels, all that stuff. A man is not supposed to be wearing those things. So if a dress, skirt, and all those things pertain to the woman, what does a woman wear today that pertains to the man? Pants. So the Bible said that a woman should not be wearing pants, and a man should not be wearing dresses, skirts, and makeup, right? For all that do so are what?
For all that do so are an abomination unto the Lord thy God.
He said they are an abomination unto the Lord thy God. Give me Jeremiah 44 and 4. So, the Most High God said, if a woman is wearing pants, she is an abomination unto him. If a man is wearing dresses and skirts, he is an abomination unto the Lord. So, now, that's a dangerous thing. That's a dangerous thing to be. You don't want to be an abomination to the Lord. Why? Because what is an abomination?
Jeremiah chapter 44 and verse 4.
Come on.
Howbeit I sent unto you all my servants, the prophets, rising early and sending them, saying, oh, do not this abominable thing that I hate.
He said, do not this abominable thing that I hate. So, guess what God is telling you? Read the end if you say that again. All that do so are what?
All that do so are an abomination unto the Lord thy God.
So, God is telling you, when a woman is wearing pants, she is hated of him. When a man is wearing dresses, skirts, high heels, stuff, he is hated by God. We don't want to be hated by God. Why? Because God is only coming back to save them who He loves. So guess what that means? In the stage of repentance, what would you have to do? You have to start wearing pants. That's all repentance really is. Noticing the sin, change it. So now, our condition, our people don't make tons of dollars when they can just go out and just buy a whole bunch of dresses. So no, you got a routine now. Every time you buy a dress, you got to go wear a pair of pants. Every time you buy a dress, go wear another pair of pants. All the way to the pants are decimated out of your dressing. You have to dress according to law. You have to. That is a commandment. And then you got some people say, well, God ain't gonna kill me for wearing pants. We're gonna prove that's a lie. Watch this. Give me
Zephaniah chapter 1 and verse 8. Zephaniah chapter 1 and verse 8. And it shall come to pass in the day of the Lord's sacrifice.
In the day of the Lord's sacrifice. Now we know that the Lord, we don't sacrifice animals. So when he talking about the day of his sacrifice, when he come back, he gonna be sacrificing human flesh. And we're gonna prove that. Read on.
That I will punish the prince and the king's children and all such as are clothed with strange apparel.
All them that are dressed in strange apparel. That means strange clothing. Remember, the Most High said that's strange for a man to be wearing a dress, and it's strange for a woman to be wearing pants. If you're caught in pants the day that Christ returns, He is putting you to death. Not just you, any one of us. If I was to put on the dress and come out here, and that sky cracked open and I don't repent from it, I'm gonna be put to death. Once I said I'm not sparing the sin.
Right.
You say so now we have to come back to our custom, truly according to the Bible. How we gonna do that? First off, we gotta know who we are. We have to know who we are. So if I ask you, what is your race? What would you say?
Black.
You say black? Okay.
I want you to say American African. I'm from the island.
You from the islands? What St. Lucia?
And just so that you know, I am very familiar with
Oh, you got the old phone.
everything you say is true, so I know everything that.
Oh, so now guess what? Give me Hebrews 10:24. See, now that you say you know, I have to touch this real quick. I ain't gonna hold you too long. Hebrews 10 and 26. Hebrews 10:26. So your nationality would be what they call a Haitian.
No, I'm a St. Lucia. I'm from the island, St. Lucia. Like the trademark and St. Vincent. It's a small island.
Okay. So that's Benjamin, right?
So it would be in the islands of Virgin Islands.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, Benjamin. You're the tribe of Benjamin.
God.
Yeah.
Hebrews chapter 10, verse 26. For if we sin willfully,
If we sin willfully, watch this.
after that we have received the knowledge
Like how
of
you
the truth.
say you already know certain things, you know you're supposed to be wearing the pants, you know all that's true. It says so if you sin willfully after you already know these things, come on,
There remaineth no more sacrifice for sin.
meaning no more salvation for sin. There's no forgiveness behind sin that we commit willingly. So guess what? Now the Most High just said, you know what? He sent you out here today. He sent us here for us to remind you. Now it's on you. Our blood is clean. Our hands is clean. We warned you. We gave you the scriptures. So we're showing you which you already know. So now it is urgent that you start making the necessary adjustments. You know what I'm saying? So now, the Bible is written to one people and one particular people only. I know everybody think this book is for the whole world, but that's not so. Watch this. Give me that Psalms 147, verse 19. Yeah, 147, verse 19. You go to Deuteronomy 28:15. And we're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna breeze through about 3-4 scriptures and then we'll let you.
Psalms chapter 147 and verse 19.
Come on.
He showeth his word unto Jacob,
He showed his word unto Jacob. Jacob is the father of Israel. Come on.
his statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
He showed only the judgments and the statutes to the nation of Israel. Come on.
He have not dealt so with any nation.
God said, I ain't dealt so with any other nation. So the law, statutes, commandments, justice were only given to the nation of Israel. So it don't pertain to everybody else because he only gave it to this group of people. When they took us into slavery, they took the book and then they spread it as if it was for the whole world. But from the beginning, it was not so. Right? So watch this. Let's prove that real quick. Give me Amos 3:1. We're going to show that God only knows the nation of Israel. He only knows one family on the earth. He created all of them, but he said, I only know this group of people. Watch this. Amos 3:1.
Amos chapter 3 and verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel,
Come on.
against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth.
So God said, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Come on.
Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities.
That's why he said he punishes us for our iniquities. That's why we went into slavery. That's why we are so low in the population. That's why our people get shot and murdered and no justice come behind it. Because God is dealing with us in a punishment state for us being disobedient to his commandments. We want to get up out of this. The same thing that got us into it is going to get us out of it. Coming back to the commandments of the Most High God. So now, if you say your nationality would be black or island, you have to first off look, that's not in the Bible. So dang, well, what would be our nationality? Now we know that this Bible, only people who can be saved and all that stuff goes to the Israelites. So our best bet is to hope that we are of the Israelites. Let's see if you're an Israelite real quick. Real quick. We're going to blow through it fast. Give me Deuteronomy 28:15. It says, thou will not hearken and say, if you will not listen unto the voice of the Lord thy God, come on.
To observe, to do all his commandments.
And do his commandments, come on.
And his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
The curses will come upon us and overtake us. Let's see what the curses was. Go to the, 68.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68.
So now what you have to think about is, how did our people get to America? What was the transportation?
Again, I mean, that's what I studied when I looked in
The slave ship?
Yes.
Right, because our people got to America on slave ships. That's in the Bible. Watch this. He said, the curses will come upon thee. This is one of the curses. Read it.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Now, when we went into Egypt in the Bible, we never went back into Egypt again when we came out. So he said, when we went into Egypt also, we walked into Egypt, so we wouldn't need ships to get back there. Egypt is a synonymous word, meaning it's a Greek word that means bondage. Bondage means slavery. So the Lord said, I will bring thee into slavery again with ships. Read it again.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Read Exodus 20 and 2.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which I brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
Right. So plug in slavery.
And the Lord shall bring thee into slavery again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again.
We shall see it no more again, meaning the true motherland. Because now we believe the motherland is Africa. Our motherland is Jerusalem, according to Galatians chapter 4, verse 26. Read on.
And there you should be sold unto your enemies.
So when we got to this place off the cargo slave ship, it said we will be sold to our enemies. Come on.
For bondmen and bondwomen.
You will be sold to your enemies. That happened to us. When we got here on slave ships, they sold us to our enemies for slave men and slave women. Right? Now, give me 16. Verse 16.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 16.
So what do we serve our slavery? We don't.
Cursed shall thou be in the city.
Cursed shall we be in the city.
And cursed shall thou be in the field.
And cursed will we be in the field. The cursed in the field is what we served our slave bread. Sugarcane field, tobacco field, cotton field, orange groves, all that stuff. It says cursed in the city. Look at our people. It's easy to see that we the cursed people. We at the bottom of society. We the ones get no justice. We are not considered to be equal. We fill up the prisons. We fill up the cemeteries. It said cursed in the city and cursed in the fields. That is amongst our people today. Give me Proverbs 37. I mean, Deuteronomy.
It's in a different way. It's still being done in a different way.
Right. We're still in slavery to this day. Right now. If they tell me, they know I keep the Sabbath. They can call me and say, you know what? You need to come in and work today. I can't do it. Just keep my lease. Oh, well, don't come in, you get fired. Make a choice. It's still slavery. Every time you go out and you work a full week and somebody takes money out your check before you see it saying you subject to payments called taxes, you're still in servitude. You're still in slavery. Why is it that the man that never ever stepped foot on a job make more money than people who in their work? He's still in slavery.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment.
Thou shalt become an astonishment. Look at our people. It's an astonishment. Our people are astonishing to look at. Something amazing, something wilding to look at. How our women won't cover their behinds. How our men will sit here and say they are straight men, but then walk down the street, booty hanging all out. You got your booty out. You talking about your grown man.
A proverb.
A proverb is an old wise saying. For hint, you want to hide something from a nigga, put it in the book. Black men don't take care of their kids. They don't like to work. Puerto Ricans, all they do is rice stuff. Still, they. Old wise saying. Many of the derogatory terms became popular.
In the byword.
And the byword. A byword is amongst our people now. When we ask, what's your nationality? You say, I'm an island. That's a proverb. It's anything outside your God-given name. We are the proverbs. They know. You want to know? Everybody knows. If you want to offend a black man, call him a nigga. Call the Puerto Ricans, speak in Puerto Rican, because you can't find that in the Bible. Mexicans call them wetbacks. Call the so-called Dominicans. That's not in the Bible. All of those are derogatory terms. They say call them so-called Levites, call them Haitian. Haitian means head, a child of head. Dominican means faithful God. African American, that's the name of two white men. Leo Scipio Africanus,
Amerigo's Vespucci.
Amerigo's Vespucci. You can't be two white men. All this melon up in there. All those are derogatory terms. So when we read the Bible, we finally get understanding of it. Those, because I told you I'm going to hold you long, I'm going to cut it there. All those things that we read, and we can go through all of them, and they're going to still break down to our people. All those things happen amongst our people and our people only. That means, if God said this was going to happen to the Israelites, who would be the Israelites then? It would be the people that these things happen to. And unfortunately, God, bless to the Lord that thing happened to our people.
Right.
So we are the chosen people. We are the ones whose salvation was for. We are the ones who Christ came and died.
Right.
Right. So with that, repent, sister, come into this truth. Keep the commandments of the Most High God. The time is at hand. The time is at hand.
All right. Never done anything.
Right.
I know that.